Hello and welcome back to the channel on our continuing voyage to become better blues players. My name's Mark, and in this lesson we're going to look at what is probably the most famous piece of blues guitar music. It's the intro solo to B.B. King's The Thrill Is Gone. Now normally at this point in the lesson what you'd then see me do is you'd see me actually play it over the backing track, so then you can learn it. Unfortunately, because of YouTube's copyright policy, I can't do that. So if you want to see me play that solo, then check this link which should be shown about here and you can actually watch me play it. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I will show you all the licks from that solo broken down. I'm going to break it down into 5 licks. Before I do, I will say that the backing track that I'm using was supplied by Butternote Blues. They're a really excellent channel on YouTube that have fantastic blues guitar backing tracks. Please go and check them out. They're very kind to let me use their backing track for this lesson. I'm going to break the solo up into 5 licks. Okay, so the first one will go like this. Okay, so that's the little passage. That's over the B minor chord. I think it's actually the first 4 bars. What I'm going to do is, it's kind of one fluid piece, but I'm going to break it down into 3 sections. So we're going to do lick 1, A, B, and C. So lick 1A would go like this. Okay, and now I'll do that really nice and slow. Okay, so we're starting 12th fret of the B string. The whole piece is in B minor, by the way, and we're mostly playing the solo in box position 2. But this lick 1 actually dips into box position 1 as well. So we're starting B string, 12th fret, using my ring finger, hit that, and we're playing that note twice. The second time, we're only playing it for a very short time though, before we then hit 10 on the top E string and then back to 12 on the B. So far we've got this. Okay, then the other thing is, whenever we play this in the entire solo, whenever B.B. King plays this 10 on a top E string, he's kind of giving it a little bit of a dirty bend, not bending it a whole tone or anything, just kind of pulling it sharp. And whenever he's resting any amount of time on this 12th fret B string, which is the root note, he's giving it a little shake. Okay, so carrying on then, so far we've I think we've got this. Okay, which is, as we said, 12 on the B string twice, 10 on the top E string, back to 12 on the B string, and then there's also this 10 on the B string as well. Okay, so that piece again, nice and slow. Okay, and now he quickly drops down into box position 1, grabs 9 on the G string and bends it up a whole tone, and then comes off and hits 7 on the G string twice. Okay, so that second part then goes like that. Okay, so all of lick 1A, nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's lick 1A. Lick 1B then carries on immediately and goes like this. And I'll do that nice and slow. Okay, quite interesting here. What we're doing is we're actually having to kind of cross our fingers a little bit because we're playing a note. We start with the note on the G string at the 9th fret and then the D string at the 9th fret. Okay, so that goes like this. And then we're grabbing 7 on the G string and pulling it slightly sharp before hitting 9 on the G string 3 times. Okay, so lick 1B, nice and slow. Okay, one more time. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll play lick 1 and lick 1A and lick 1B nice and slow into one another. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there we go. Then we end lick 1 with this little move here. Okay, so what we're doing is we're starting 7 on the G string, 9 on the G string, bend that upper whole tone. And when you get there, give her a little shake. Not easy to do when you're kind of playing this slowly and deliberately, but that's what it's doing. It's 7, 9, bend it up, hold it slightly, give it a little shake. Whenever you're doing a bend, by the way, when you're bending and shaking, interesting little tip is that when you shake a note normally on the fretboard without bending it, what you're doing is you're pulling the pitch sharp. So you've got your normal pitch and then you go sharp and then back to pitch, sharp and then back to pitch. So that would be like this. That's essentially what you're doing. When you bend a note, you're actually doing it the other way around. You're bringing it up to pitch and then you're just releasing slightly with your fingers to bring it down and then squeezing to go back up. So you're actually doing the opposite when you're kind of bending up to pitch and then going below pitch, up to pitch, below pitch, up to pitch. Anyway, that was a little tip that helped me when I was struggling to put vibrato on a bent note. You're actually releasing and bringing back, releasing and bringing back. You're not trying to bend up to the note and then above the note and back above the note. That's actually harder. Anyway, I digress. Here we go. Where are we? We are in lick 1C. We've hit 7 on the G, 9 on the G, bent that up, give it a little shake, and then what we're going to do is 7 on the B string, 7 on the top E. Okay, so lick 1C nice and slow. Okay, whole of lick 1 together nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and kind of up to pitch, up to speed, be kind of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was lick 1. Lick 2, much shorter, goes like this. Okay, now actually there's an easier way of playing it, which is this. But I prefer that way. I think BB King might actually play it like this, which is harder again. So anyway, I'll show you the 3 fingerings. The 3 notes that we're playing is basically 10 on the top E string bent upper whole tone, 10 on the top E string as it is, and then the note of B, and you can either play this one here or this one here. My preference is that one there because then I get to shake the note. I like that shake better than this shake, personally. And also it then lines you up ready for the next lick. So I would play this as 10 on the top E, upper whole tone, back to pitch, and then 12 on the B string and give it a shake. Nice and slow. Okay, so that was lick 2. Lick 3 then goes like this. Okay, so there's quite a bit going on in this lick. I'll do it nice and slow for you. Okay, so I'm going to break this up into 2 halves again. We're going to do lick 3A and lick 3B. Lick 3A is this section. And then lick 3B will be this section. Okay, so lick 3A starts 12th fret of the B string, then 10 on the top E, And you're kind of giving that a little bit of a pull as you're hitting it, then 11, and then 12 on the top E string. So far, we've got this. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go 12 on the top E, bend that up a whole tone, and then bring it back to pitch. Okay, now, something to point out is that that little chromatic run, that's playing this 11th fret of the top E string, which if you were just going to sit on that note for any length of time, it would sound really horrible against a B minor chord. So I'll play a B minor chord and then I'll put that note over the top. Okay, so you don't want to sit on that note, but B.B. King's just using it as a passing note to get between 10 and 12. Okay, so he's using it there. It's from outside the scale, and that's why it sounds tension. You don't want to sit on it. Anyway, enough of the theory. Let's get on with the actual licks. So that's lick 3A, 12 on a B, 10, 11, 12 on the top E, bend it up a whole tone and bring it back to 12 on the top E. So nice and slow. Okay, and then 3B, he's playing like this. But that section 3B, he's playing it incredibly lightly. And in fact, if you're just kind of listening to the solo in passing, you won't even hear those notes. He plays them so lightly. If you listen, headphones turned up quite a bit, you'll pick them out, you'll hear them, they're there. But he's really picking lightly. If you saw my ZZ Top playing the style of Billy Gibbons' ZZ Top lesson, we talked about dynamics, about digging in and getting some grit going and then pulling back and playing very lightly, and Billy Gibbons does that a lot. B.B. King also does it a lot. So all the way through this solo, there's notes where he's hitting much harder and there's notes where he's barely picking at all. And this 3B, he's barely picking it at all. So go and listen to the original way he plays it. It sounds fantastic, but you want to get some of that dynamics into your playing. Okay, the actual notes are 10 on the top E string twice, each time you're giving it a little pull. Then 12 on the B string twice. Then 10 on the top E string 3 times. The first time you're giving it a bit of a bend, the other 2 times you're not. And then 12 on the 12 on the B string twice, giving the second one of those quite a shake. Okay, so you've got 2 here, 2 here, 3 here, 2 there. Although saying it like that is totally mechanical, and actually listen to the original, listen to the way I'm playing it, get it, and your fingers will pick that up. But we're only playing 2 notes. We're playing this B, and we're playing this, a D note on the top A string. Okay, so nice and slow. 3B goes like this. And it's all in the phrasing, and as I say, listen to the original, you'll get that. So the whole of lick 3 together, 3A and B, will go like this. And for the purpose of the lesson, I'm playing all those notes at the same volume. Listen to the original, the way he really digs in, particularly that first half, he's digging in, and then the second half, he's really sitting back. Okay, so that was lick 3B. Lick 4 now goes like this. And again, this is one where he's hitting quite hard now. So we've got 10 on the top E string, 12 on the top E string twice, back to 10 on the top E string. And that first one, you can give it a little bend. Okay? Nice and slow. And then 12 on the B string twice. Okay, so the whole of lick 4, nice and slow. Okay, and now lick 5. We're gonna go, actually I'll play lick 5 for you. Okay, and in fact, let's do it nice and slow. Okay, so where are we? We're starting 12 on the top E string, and then we're doing 12 on the top E string, bending all the way up a whole tone, pulling it back down, and then pulling off to 10. So it's kind of, you only pick it twice, but there's quite a lot going in there. You pick the first note as it is, and then you pick one more time and do this. So anyway, we've got that. Then what he does is 10 to 12 hammer on, and then 10 bend slightly sharp before 10 to 12, and then 10 to 12 again. Okay, and again, listen to the dynamics because some of those notes are really loud and some are very soft. Okay, whole lick 12 again. Here it is up to speed. And nice and slow. Okay, here is the whole solo at a fairly slow pace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite slow and quite soft as well, actually, but there you go. Hope that gives you kind of something to practice too. As I say, the backing track's available as well. Now, if you like this lesson, please like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, because there are more lessons coming out about The Thrill Is Gone. I'm going to cover in the next lesson the rhythm guitar part, and I'm also going to do a video on the main solo itself as well. Big thank you to my Patreon supporters who pay for the lights, the camera and everything else to make this possible. Big thank you to everybody who's been using my PayPal tip jar to leave me some tips, because again, helps pay for all the equipment and everything else that it takes to put these lessons together. Big thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.